Has he spoken to you?
I say do or do not.
But I would try real hard. George insisted that the thing was done ensemble, so I would learn to deal with multiple people at one time. And you can see, it is something to deal with these multiple people at one time.
Yeah.
Amazing what we get excited about around here.
Exactly.
Look, a laser!
That was weird, but really cool. And George is like, why do you like that guy? And I'm like, I don't know.
Remember when we did that? About that.
Remember when we did that, right? It was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was all right.
He still gives me notes. Recently, Jungle Book, which was the best pro-wolf anti-monkey movie of all time. And if you've ever seen it, it really stresses the point of how great the wolves are and how bad the monkeys are.
This all
They
day.
can do this all day,
Yeah,
trust me. I've seen it.
I'm on board.
This is
but
how we
they're-
went over budget a couple times. Ask her.
And he's like, hey, come here. So let me tell you, I came up with the storyline of how Ahsoka dies. And he tells me, and I'm like,
At the time it was Darth Vader, because that one was really cool.
well, not.
I mean, you
there
gotta
was
admit, that would have been gripping television.
Do you remember actually that one time?
No, I don't know this one.
It was.
Probably not worth sharing.
I was working at Nickelodeon, and somebody called from Lucasfilm Animation, and I'm like, there is no Lucasfilm Animation. And I thought I had been just so excited about Revenge of the Sith, but the guys from SpongeBob were just, busting my chops over Star Wars. And so I thought it was a prank call. I said, look, I gotta ask you, who put you up to this? And she's like, excuse me? I'm like, well, who put you up to this? It's the guys on SpongeBob. And she's like, is this Dave Filoni? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, are you working on Avatar: The Last Airbender? And I said, well, yeah. She says, well, you're the guy. And I said, then I realized they could just click. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, this is literally what I said. You have no idea how the guy I am. I'm so the guy. And she was like, I hear they're gonna make a new Clone Wars show. And she's telling me, like, I don't know. And I'm like, And she's like, oh, I hope the guys that are making it know what they're doing. And I'm like, well, I hope so. I hope they hired good people to do it. Like, what am I gonna say? What was a little girl standing there, and now she's grown and she has command of this whole thing.
Look at what you did.
And she's not. What's wrong with you? That's exciting. That's happy. Why are you doing that? This is a happy thing. Oh my gosh! No wonder I don't tell you the ending. You got a little possessive, Matt. That's not a good thing. That's an attachment. And the trust tree is in a completely separate park and garden than where you guys are. You guys are like the shrubbery that leads you to the tree. And then there's a nice garden gate and an area around the tree. There are even people there that are not in the tree, called production staff, that want to know what's going on. I only tell them what they need to know. And then there's the actual tree, which I will saw limbs off when I need to.